Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, Late Boomers and GOB Production proudly presents to you. We got our boy Audie, who is here in our thoughts and prayers because he is trying to work on his car right now. So let's just hope he gets that together so he can do what he needs to do. But we're thinking about you, and we're going to keep the ball rolling. And then we also got the man who has the Mr. Dax Harwood and Mr. Cash Wheeler. And you know, he also has, for he is limitless. He is Keith Hines. And they got
I wish
that boy with Max on.
Y'all need to tell me where you're getting all these shirts. The Power Line shirt the other day.
I have so many let me turn this off. I have so many different t-shirts. It's great. But how have you been doing? Oh, I forgot to say, we are the Three Not So Wise Men podcast. You can listen to us on YouTube, or you can watch us on YouTube as well. If you have YouTube Red, you can listen to us on YouTube. But you can also find us on Spotify. You can find us on Audible. You can find us on Radio. You can find us so many different places. You can also find us online or social medias. Me under King X Negus, Chris Hines under
Chaos_Prince 245.
Yes, or at the Three Not So Wise Men podcast on Twitter or Instagram. Get a hold of us, you can talk to us, but y'all came here to hear us talk about, you know, wrestling and everything that there has happened. I'm trying to figure out my words right now. But for some reason, this week has felt like it's been very slow.
Yeah.
But very fast as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I just want to say, we're going to start by saying basically, WWE is going over to Europe for their first pay-per-view that's canon since, I believe, SummerSlam in 92, 93. I mean, they had the Rebellion pay-per-view, but from what I believe, that was just a Europe-based pay-per-view. So I forget what it's called. Clash at the Castle? Something like that. But how do you feel about them now getting their own pay-per-view?
That crowd gonna be crazy. I love the Europe crowd. Like, oh my God. I remember watching the UK tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I wish I was over there.
I was actually thinking the same thing. I was like, I would rather go to a Europe-based event.
Yeah.
But you already know they are about to shut that place down.
Yeah.
You know, people from Germany about to be there, people from England, people from Spain. It's going to be one of those events. It's going to be borderline a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Because I think they're doing it at one of their big venues as well. Because it's just, you might as well, I'm shocked they didn't do it at the O2 Arena. Because all in all, it's like, you know everybody's about to come out.
Oh, yeah. They've been years for this. Decades even.
Like, because WWE, they obviously do like their UK tours and everything, but every other year they might do like a Raw, SmackDown, and actually broadcast it live-ish.
Yeah.
Like, wait, is it on a Saturday or a Sunday? I feel like that's going to be a really, really early pay-per-view for us.
Oh yeah. Was it like 6-7 hours ahead of us or something like that?
I believe so. So, because yeah, Saudi Arabia, it's not the same, but it's almost. And at Crown Jewel was like what 12.
Yeah, noon.
So yeah, it should probably be about 3, 4 o'clock.
3, 4, yeah.
Which
I'm
honestly,
okay. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Shoot, I ain't got to be up till midnight watching the pay-per-view at WrestleMania.
get off at. You're done watching it at 7 o'clock. What?
Yeah.
It's a little time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. I am going to shoot a few people that I know in England and like the UK area, especially the woke culture guys. I'm gonna shoot them a question, be like, "Hey, if you could have one person from NXT UK like show up at that pay-per-view, who would it be?" I honestly do think they should have either the NXT UK championship on that show, or oh no, they do an NXT takeover, a UK takeover. That, like, and then they really like promote that on Peacock.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I can't tell you the first thing about NXT UK. Like, as much as I know that they have like great competitors, they have great matches, it's the same reason why I can't. Well, one, I can't find Impact Wrestling, but the same reason why I don't watch too much of the other promotions is just like it's hard to find.
Yeah,
and it's too much wrestling. Really,
yeah, that too. Way too much. Too much to digest. Too much to go over.
There's just Monday in of itself, just 3 hours of Raw. It's just, God. Yeah. I think we all have been saying that.
Yeah.
I just realized that I'm talking like I'm at a WWE wrestler. Well, I'm not actually talking to the camera. I'm like staring up this way.
Just venting. I feel you though. Yeah, it's just so much to watch. Especially Raw. We've been saying Raw has been too long for years. It need to be like 2 hours and that's it.
How long has Raw been 3 hours? It feels
like forever.
I'm about to actually look this up. Because
I feel like it was 2 hours before, then they went back to 3 hours.
No, I think they every once in a while they would do like a super card, a 3 hour super show. And then out of nowhere, they're just like,
okay, it's 3 hours now.
And at first I was like, oh, cool. Like, that's an extra hour of Raw. I love it. Now I'm just like, yo, that's an extra hour. That's a paper. This is a pay-per-view.
Yeah. You boring ones at that. Nothing of no importance.
Oh, wow. Because I was going to say it's been almost 10 years and it's legit been in July. It would be, what is it? It'll be 10 years in July. Wow.
Forever. That's crazy.
Oh, yo, okay. We gotta post that on online. We're gonna be posting that as a tweet. That this is
people gotta know
our 10-year anniversary. Like, holy snaps!
And that's half as long as Randy Orton been in WWE.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. No, WWE stopped with 3 hours.
Yeah.
Next day, bust it back down to 2. Come on, bust it back down. I know they're going, oh, the revenue that we get, because I mean, I guess that will lead into the next thing I guess we should talk about, budget cuts.
That time of year.
You know what? It would be a nice little budget cut. 3 hours of Raw.
Yeah, there you go. Get rid of that last hour.
Okay, so as we all know by now, the WWE has released 9 individuals so far from NXT. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up these lovely individuals. Um, but what do you think right now about the WWE releases as I'm pulling them up?
And at this point, you just start getting numb to them. Like I definitely feel bad for the talent, but they gonna do what they gonna do. I guess they kind of just gonna budget cut his way to the top. Well, I guess he already at the top, but
See,
it's rough. It sucked.
yeah. So with them releasing like some of the talent, okay, here we go. So we have Dexter Loomis, Malcolm Bivens, Dakota Kai, Harlan, Persia Parada. Why are you messing up now? Raylan Devine, Draco Anthony, Vish Kanya, Mila Milana, and Blair Baldwin. We have like one referee as well, but I see
Half of those people was on TV like past month or something.
exactly. I know Mila. She really wasn't being used. She was used as an extra a few times. So, I mean, she's cool. She's a nice young woman. She's obviously going to get like work when she is able to work. One of the few people who everybody's been like just confused about is Dexter Loomis, Malcolm Bivens, Dakota Kai, Harlan, and Persia Parada. All 5 of those people have been like showcased last week on NXT, but it's through like listening to some other people talk, like Will Culture, Brian Alvarez, Dave Meltzer. People like Malcolm Bivens and Dakota Kai, they were released because they weren't going to sign new contracts. Malcolm Bivens had already came up and talked to him about wanting him to not only sign a new contract, but he was supposed to go and manage Omos. So that was the word. But he decided, he's like, no, I'm not really don't feel like doing this. So I believe he still had time left on his contract, but then they still are just like, nah, I'm just going to release you. And I guess Dakota Kai as well has stated like she doesn't want to resign, which both of those people I can see them making like they'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Malcolm is going to be fine just because on the Indies he was just an entertaining person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would love to just go. He should have his own class of just like promo work.
Promos. Yeah.
Got to be like a manager and stuff like that because he's always been a good mouthpiece from the times even when I was working and I was on a few shows with him. It was always great, like just hearing him talk because he's so good. But then it was also weird because of Dexter Loomis and Persia Parada. Because those two were in, no, they weren't in a feud anymore together, but Dexter Loomis and Duke Hudson, who Persia was dating, had just went last week for the tag team titles. So I don't know, maybe it's like Dexter Loomis not feeling it or WWE's just not understanding his character, which I feel like not a lot of people did understand his character, but people were starting to.
Yeah.
And people were definitely getting behind him and Indy Hartwell, which is just, yeah.
Yeah. Couple of things, I don't know.
It really is just WWE just doing WWE things and claiming that they're doing stuff for budget cuts, even though they're about to have a investors meeting. And
that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, like if I was one of the investors, I'm like, cool that we're making money and everything, but what? Excuse me. What's the end goal for wrestling? Like, what are we doing here?
Let's go cut them off right there. We don't do wrestling. The sports entertainment.
Sorry. I
Don't
would,
let them join the JLS.
I would never be the sports entertainer of the week. I am so sorry.
Yeah, I can't do it. But yeah, Dakota Kai hurt me the most. She definitely should have been NXT Women's Champion at least once.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
And I guess they had her have matches on like dark matches.
Yeah, she's like on main event and stuff.
Yeah, which I mean, the way that they're treating the women's division. Okay, I guess that can like segue to something else that I just remembered.
Yeah, me too.
Becky Lynch and her thoughts on the way that AEW uses their women's division on the way that WWE uses theirs. Obviously, one, we're both men. So our experiences as women haven't happened. And we just have experience watching just professional wrestling. I don't think what Becky Lynch said was 100% correct. Just because in one, AEW is brand new. They're maybe 3-4 years old. So they haven't had the backing and that stability like the WWE has had for years and years and years. But also, the WWE is not caring about women's wrestling as much as they would like to, or they said that they would.
Right.
Because we have women at on the NXT side being told that you need to look more like Mandy Rose. When it comes to wrestling, there's so many different women who are so badass, but they don't look like Mandy Rose. Because let's be honest, as much as Mandy Rose is a snack and everything, she's not the best worker.
Right.
And if you just look at the way that the main roster has treated the women's division, let's look at the women's tag team championships. Those are probably the most irrelevant titles that they have. For the main fact that they don't even have women tag teams.
Right.
Challenge. They just pair random people. And even when they pair random people, they don't pair random people to their strengths. It's always just, oh, I'm just going to grab you. I'm just going to grab you. Right. They really wanted to like make.
You're not doing nothing. Just tag with her.
Yeah, like
the whole Shayna Baszler and Natalia thing.
Yeah, granted, I get that just because Natalia is one of those people who she helps train almost every woman wrestler, but. Right. Shayna Baszler does have ties to Ronda Rousey.
Exactly. That will make more sense.
You can, instead of, I know it's Ronda Rousey, so she's not going for anything less than the heavyweight championship, but
right.
All they have.
Yeah.
They could make those two such a dominant tag team and make the tag team division like mean something.
Right.
But every time they keep breaking up, they broke up Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, which those out of everybody, those two, like seem like they
were a legit tag team.
Yeah. Same with Sasha Banks and Naomi.
Yeah.
Because they were a former group. But then you have Dana Brooke as 24/7 champion, having wedding things with Tamina and R-Truth and them.
Right.
You have Shotzi and Aaliyah just being sent out as cannon fodder to Charlotte and Ronda, where in AEW,
There's so many different women's stories that's not tied to a title.
yes,
Like the Serena Deeb and Karu Shida. That's been going on for months.
yes,
It's still good.
and now that match is over, Serena Deeb is, I believe, scheduled to face Thunder Rosa.
See, there you go.
With the baddies, oh my God, I love them. Like, you have Jade Cargill, Kiera Hogan, and Red Velvet.
Mm-hmm.
And you have just like, you actually have them looking like a group.
Right.
And looking like a stable. And you have Jade Cargill, who people have been saying she is the best champion right now in AEW.
Yeah, I see that.
Like, she's been built the best. She's undefeated. She looks like money. She smells like money. She's that bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
But even then, you have Thunder Rosa about to battle Nyla Rose, I think again. But then that's also going to lead into Serena Deeb.
Right.
The Owen Hart tournament.
Yep.
Again, we're going to talk about that because of the two people in the back of you. But we have Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker. That's something that is on the cusp of breaking up.
Right.
So we have that waiting. We have them, Britt Hayter and Britt Baker, about to tag against Ruby Soho and Tony Storm.
Right.
And you still have Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter. You have Britt Baker versus Jamie Hayter. You can still mismatch all that. Yeah. So that being said, like, Becky Lynch is, as much as I get where she's coming from, and I get that her and her husband are WWE people through
right.
Her statement's kind of wrong.
Yeah.
And that was the long-winded version of statement.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm with you. I feel the same way. I just feel like AEW is they're a lot newer. They got a lot of building up to do, but they're doing it. So I'm not sure what Becky Lynch is trying to go for there. But
I mean, everybody's trying to do a little shoot.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think it makes sense.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, so you got to wait and see. I just feel like the women's division on the AEW side is going up, and WWE is just kind of here, but kind of like going down a little bit.
Yeah.
Much going on
today.
Like, I don't care about this Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, I Quit match.
Not at all.
Especially Sonya Deville and Bianca Belair. Why?
They have a submission match, if anything.
That's what I thought she was gonna say. Like,
because it's like, why I quit? No, just have a regular submission match. Because you're the one that said, "Oh, I tapped you out." But then again, they probably don't want to write themselves into a corner because they're like, "Oh, if this happens, then one of them are going to have to tap out, or they'll just end it in a disqualification," because that's what he does.
Yeah, I don't know. And right now, the last I Quit match I found good was John Cena versus Batista.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, never mind. That was the last match standard match where he duct taped Batista's feet to the turnbuckle.
Oh, yeah.
Did Batista quit the night after? Oh, man, that was so good.
So, I guess sticking with, because, man, these segues are just going to keep going. Speaking of the women's division, I will say the WWE's women's division has just got so much better, but I can't say ain't no one on the Raw or SmackDown's roster ready for Asuka. Oh, I'm so happy that she is back. She has definitely been missed. She is by far one of my favorite like characters.
Yeah, he ain't the only one. That undefeated streak, I was like, who is this lady? When I first started watching NXT, I was like, she got how many wins? She ain't lost yet?
I'm not gonna say I've known about her like before she got to the WWE, but my trainer was always like, "Oh, if you think this Asuka's good," and he used to show me like back when she was Kana, and she was wrestling dudes. And
yeah. I heard of Kana. I just didn't put the face to the talent.
and like I've shown people, and I've definitely shown a lot of women like some of her like matches. They don't know the actual term. From what I was told, they're called bachi bachi matches, and those are like how you know how Nia Jax and Charlotte's match was very like, ooh, I don't know how real.
Oh yeah.
Those type of matches, but more organized. Ooh. Like they're smacking each other, kicking each other, like stomping on each other's faces. I'm like, whoa. And I've shown many of women. I'm like, you think that you're badass, you think that you're hard. Watch this match. And if you can do this, then like, yo, you can like really train to be one of the best women wrestlers. I know a lot of women wrestlers. I'm probably going to get killed. Okay. Because I mean, it's so much love. Sometimes when I watch women wrestling, I feel like they're just going through the motions.
Right.
They're not, yes, they love it, but they don't have that same oomph that I'm gonna fucking hit you.
Right.
Like
they was pulling punches them.
Yeah, like I'm gonna hit you as hard as I can, but as safe as I can.
Right.
So that we both get out of here. Like blah 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 blah. And people are always saying like, oh, women wrestling is different than men's, yada yada yada. No, it's not. It's definitely
not with Asuka. Not with Asuka.
Not with Asuka. Not with Paige's mom.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of women wrestlers who are just so amazing.
Yeah.
And they would rather train with men because when I was training with a lot of the women wrestlers that I would train with, it's like, yo, I'm gonna treat you like I'm wrestling the guys. I'm yanking you around. If I have to stomp you, I'm stomping a mud hole into you. I'm giving you that oomph, so you know it's like it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
You'll know like how it truly feels to like do this, and people not think that you're weak because you're a woman. Because let's be honest, women are the strongest like beings in the world.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm not about to have no baby. I'm not about to give birth. I don't know. Period. No.
I don't hear we don't.
Ladies, I'm not pandering. I'm not doing nothing. You are the strongest out of the human beings, like bar none.
Yep. Straight up.
No. With that being said, Asuka's back, and just her character is just. I can see how if that was just an American person,
yeah,
people would get annoyed. It's like,
right,
you're a joke. But just something about Asuka, and it's like she can be this way because she can back it up.
Right.
I feel like that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And sure. The one thing the WWE has done great was treated Asuka like what she is, a complete star. And yeah, it's just really great to have Asuka back on TV.
Yeah.
She's
The picture Becky Lynch I put up, she said, "I gave this bitch my title last year. What the hell?"
that's the people who are like, oh, that's the storyline. It's like, oh, I left and gave you the title, and now you're just going to be disrespectful to me. And that's just
right.
like, boop.
Oh man, it's so good. I can't wait.
Me either. And that I'm glad that she came back, and it's like, this is a good match where it doesn't need to be for the title.
Yeah. The story without a title.
It's a good non-title women's match.
Yep.
And that being said, that should lead into, Bayley should be coming back soon. We need a little bit of Bayley in our life. Ding dong.
Hello. So good. I can't wait.
I guess talking about women wanting to return, Alexa Bliss has been dying to get back. And just the WWE, I guess, doesn't have anything creative for her, which is weird because Alexa Bliss is one of those people where you can give her shit and she can turn it into gold.
Yeah, I was surprised they brought her back to early for the Elimination Chamber. And she just has a beard.
Like, she's been frustrated. All the Alexa Bliss fans have been frustrated. Bring Alexa Bliss back. The WWE needs her. We need some just new faces. Not new faces, but where's Doudrop?
I don't know if we'll have to do drop. But I don't know if you've seen it was like WrestleMania weekend. She was getting married that weekend. So she was scheduled to be at like one of the I don't know if they still call them Access or something like that.
No, I think she got married the weekend after.
After? Okay.
Yeah.
But she was supposed to do like pictures and stuff, and then they they put a cutout of her in the playground and had people take pictures of her there. Like, okay, and there's the lines for it.
Okay, well, I mean, people gonna do when they think.
Yeah.
But also, we had another return. We had Ali.
That boy Ali.
Which that was new. I didn't see that coming.
Not at all.
His contract doesn't end till 2024.
Yep.
So it was like you can either go the Pac route and hold off, or you can like say, okay, like what you got, and they actually hear you out. They work with you. Hopefully, they work with him, and his vision can get seen, even though they did want him to lose his first night back.
Yeah.
WWE is going to be doing WWE things. Granted, I think they're going to be doing Austin Theory versus Mustafa Ali. I can see that happening.
Yeah.
I'm fine with him putting over Theory, but I mean, don't make it like a 5-minute match. Granted, that's all WWE is. It's a 5-minute match, roll up pin, DQ pin, or some type of disqualification. Or even though we need to stop doing surprise roll-ups because that's someone's finisher. It's called the backwoods. Come on now. And why doesn't Xavier Woods have the King Woods gimmick anymore? Hasn't even been a full year.
Gone.
Right. WWE.
Dropping the ball. I don't know because he got injured or something or what.
Well, I know he got injured, but still.
Yeah, still after that.
He's still going to be king. King's
right.
Injured.
Yeah.
But we are going to take a real quick break, and we will be back with you after these quick messages. I don't know if we have any messages in between, but if we do, we do.
Yeah. Ooh, be back.
And we are back. I hope you guys were able to go to the bathroom, get a snack, whatever you needed to do, to get you
hydration. You know the deal.
Yeah, stay hydrated. Please. Drink water.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I hate drinking water. Water's tasteless. It's gross. But that's for another story. The tag team unification match has now been changed.
They had one job.
During the contract signing, Roman Reigns came out, decided to tear up the contract. They had a bit of kerfuffle. You know, Drew McIntyre came out as well. They had a huger kerfuffle. At the end of the day, Paul Heyman went to go talk to Adam Pearce. He was like, yo, you need to change this to a 6-man tag. Adam Pearce, obviously, being the man that he was like, no, I'm not doing that. Somehow, that slimy, conniving, weird Paul Heyman was able to switch the unification match between the Usos and RK Bro to a 6-man tag between the Bloodline and RK Bro and Drew McIntyre. Which, if they really want to go somewhere, they would just put all the titles on the line. Winner takes all.
There you go.
But they're obviously doing that because Roman Reigns is never going to lose. They're going to make him the longest. If they could, they would make him the new Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah, I can see it.
Have him just hold the championship for 50 years.
I think it was like, yeah, but yeah.
Then defend it.
Yeah, did it once, yeah. Once a year.
Mm-hmm. At WrestleMania. That's the only time he defends it.
Man, they only changed this match to get Roman on the show.
Yeah, because, I mean, he didn't have an opponent, and everybody knew that Drew McIntyre was next up.
Right.
So, I mean, that's fitting. They can, if they really, do they make Drew McIntyre beat Roman Reigns at Clash of the Castle, at Clash of Castles?
Oh, in the UK? Ooh.
Yeah. That, like, everybody wanted Drew McIntyre to get his WrestleMania.
Okay. Man, that's bigger than WrestleMania if you ask me.
Yeah, that'd be 10 times, 100 times bigger if he did it in the UK.
Yeah.
As long as
crazy.
But then again, you know how Roman Reigns is when it comes to ropes and what he did to Finn Balor.
We won't talk about that. Talk about Roman conspiring with God.
Maybe Roman Reigns was trying to take out 2 competitors at once. Trying to take out Bobby Lashley from the Raw side and Drew McIntyre from SmackDown. Yo.
Oh my God, the conspiracies.
Roman Reigns, I see you. I see you, man.
That could be his thing.
Yeah.
Cut the top rope.
No one ever acknowledges why. It's like, no, Roman, acknowledge what you're doing to the ropes, bro.
Right.
What are you doing? Who are you hiring? He said everybody works for him on SmackDown. Bro.
The ring setup guys.
Yeah. Everything is starting to make sense now.
Hey,
Like the Raw is funny.
Y'all here solving mysteries, man.
But no, I'm definitely.
I was hoping for this unification match.
I wasn't necessarily looking for that unification match because I was like, what really are they going to do? But, oh well, I guess now it's a 6-man tag. They can either do the unification match on SmackDown, or not SmackDown, SummerSlam, or all in all, I would say just wait to Survivor Series.
Yeah, they could. I don't think, well, this RK Bro thing wasn't supposed to last as long anyway.
I know. That's also the thing. It's like everybody's on pins and needles. It's like, yo, when are they going to break up? When did they?
Yeah. Is it like a year?
Every time, like, I think they're going to lose. And I'm like, oh, okay. If they lose, they're going to break up.
Mm-hmm.
They win. And I'm like,
that's what we thought at WrestleMania.
That's what I thought. Like the last time they won Yeah, it was at WrestleMania when they won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, they're about to break up. They're gonna break up. They're gonna break. No, okay, all right. Well, so
When
yes,
that match happened, Orton and Riddle. Oh my God, it's be one of the greatest stories of the past 5 years.
Riddle to turn on Randy Orton.
Yeah, you want that? I don't know. I'll take it either way. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I really would too. It's like, yo, I'm not saying I need it to happen. I don't want it to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that, out of all the tag teams that are breaking up, that's the best. The best one. I'm like, yo, it's gonna suck when they do, but I really want to see what happens because their rivalry will actually be good. Like Shanky breaking up with Jinder Mahal, no one cares. No,
I didn't know what happened till you texted. It's like, what? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I was just like, it just makes no sense. And then I'm like, you broke Veer up from them.
Yeah, now Shanky and Veer could have been a team.
Who knows?
Make too much sense.
I will say this one thing about NXT 2.0. There's a certain person on that roster, and she reminds me of a Playboy model because of the last name. And it just goes with, the pervy old guys at NXT. Granted, this Playboy model was killed by her estranged husband.
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant. I was like, what's he talking about?
Yeah. She has the same last name, and she has that same gimmick that Playboy Bunny had. So that's why, as soon as I saw her, I was like, that name sounds familiar. And then I've been watching. Sorry, I got a chart. My thing charger. I was watching something, The Dark Side of Playboy, and that individual came up, and I saw the name. I'm like, that's where I've heard the name from.
All over again.
Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna leave that there. I'm not gonna say either person's name because it's irrelevant. And I'm not gonna try to stop someone's shine, even though we do. Oh, there is something we need to talk about, even though we talked about it before. Stop these stupid name changes. I get why you're doing it, but stop. Just stop. That's all I was saying.
What's Tampa now? He's just Tampa. Tampa.
He hasn't even been on Raw, besides for that one time that he was talking to Elias or Ezekiel or whatever.
Elias.
But we're now going to transition to AEW. And I know you want to talk about Dax and Cash, but I want to talk about the baddies, okay? Like Jade Cargill, Kiera Hogan, Red Velvet. Oh my God. They are my new favorite thing about AEW. Like, I don't know, everybody's like, oh, why would Red Velvet join fucking Jade Cargill? I was like, because Jade Cargill's that bitch.
The next stupid questions. Not fine.
Like, anything else you need to ask? Oh, why did Kiera Hogan? Because Jade Cargill is that bitch. And you want to be next to that bitch. And I don't know if you know this, but Jade Cargill is money. I don't know about you. These people must not like money. I like being around money. I love the smell of money, the taste of money, the feel of money. All right?
Everything about money.
Money, 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 money.
What about that guy?
Like money in the bank. Tell me what you think.
Right.
And then their entrance, though, and with the fans.
Just so good.
And then I know you guys are going to be at the June 29th.
Yep.
Yeah, when they come to Detroit. Hopefully you guys are wanting to be behind the baddie section.
We definitely making a sign.
So there could be the daddy section, you know. Sadly I can but can't be because I'm not a daddy. I'm an uncle. I'll be in the unkie section. Nah.
No, that one.
I'm still anytime I go, I want to be in a daddy session. I was actually supposed to go to the AEW Dark taping today, but forgot and I didn't want to wake up. I had to be at work at 8. I was like, 2 to 5. No, I like to sleep, so I didn't even get to bed until noon. I was like, nope. Yeah. I love wrestling, but no.
Wait for that show.
But now we can talk about CM Punk.
Yeah, come on. CM Punk. Yes.
FTR versus FTR with CM Punk on color commentary. They both FTR had the classic Brett versus Owen match. Like if you
like shot for shot. Oh my god! I watched the back to back up. I was like, oh my god, these guys.
That's now what I'm starting to realize. A lot of wrestling was like I never went back and watched like a lot of wrestling spots.
Right.
I try to take from there. I was like, oh, I want to try to do something my own way. I've never I'm not a fan of studying. I don't necessarily know how to study properly. Even when I was training, I would ask my trainers like, yo, I don't understand how to study film. And I never really learned. I just see stuff that I like and I'm like, oh, I'll save it. So that's what I can say to people. See something you like especially wrestling wise, save it to your Instagrams or your social medias and come back and try to use those within your matches because you can never go wrong with the classics. Just like Dax and Cash, like that was such a good match.
And it could have went either way, man. It's not even a tournament. That's the crazy part. It's just a qualifying match. Like, come on, man. This tournament about to be crazy.
Because right now we have.
I don't know. We've in this tournament.
Dax, Keith Lee.
We got
Joe, Adam Cole,
Kyle
O'Reilly, and what's his name? Darby Allin.
Right. Yeah, he beat Swerve.
On Wednesday, it's Bobby Fish and Jeff Hardy. But we're not here to talk about them. Dax and Cash.
Man, that was so good.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I mean, just go back and watch it. I can't even explain it. You can just see how much they love the Hart family. Like, it's in their tag team, it's in their individual wrestling. It's crazy.
Was that Hart family like influence?
Right.
Did you see the promo leading up to their match?
Yeah. So good.
I was like, this is how you lead up to a match. And this was a match that had just a week's notice to the point where when they announced it, everybody was like, wait. Go back. Excalibur, you just ran by that super quickly. FTR versus FTR. And everybody, like, this is...
They wanted this match.
Yeah, they're the ones that actually tried to fight for this match, and they got it. But this is the template of how to have tag team matches, or not tag team matches, but having tag teams wrestle each other, but not break up.
Yeah.
Granted,
Dak said he would retire first before they break up. I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
yes, that's what I love to hear. It's like it's cool that if they go their own separate ways,
Right.
kind of how like the New Day did. It's like we're not breaking up, just
yeah.
got our own things that we want to do. When we come back, we come back. But I know WWE has done something like that, but they led it into an angle with Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Because I remember it was either at a Royal Rumble or a WrestleMania where they were tag team champions and they wrestled each other to see like who would be the best.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then that led to Eddie Guerrero turning on.
Yep. Yeah. Then we got all them good matches. Custody of Dominic.
Just seeing how much Dominic has grown, like since then, it's like, yo.
That's crazy. It's like I just seen this kid when he was a kid.
Yeah. Granted, he's been hurt. Veer kind of whooped his ass. But, oh well. After the match, however, which I did like the finish where he tried to roll him up, but then he got rolled up, which is another, I want to say it was Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect.
It was Mr. Perfect, yeah.
Because I know it was them and then Bret Hart and Owen Hart. So those are the two matches that they were taking from. I don't know why my nose is running so much.
Allergy.
But then CM Punk came down, grabbed the mic. We found out that Adam Page has COVID. And they were supposed to do like something to start the angle, but then CM Punk just being CM Punk, did what he does best, cut a promo.
Right. Yep.
Everybody's excited for Double or Nothing because it's CM Punk versus Hangman, but it's like, do you actually see CM Punk winning?
Fortunately.
Because I
see it happening.
I don't.
Really? I've been seeing so much hate for Hangman in this run.
Yeah, no. Don't get me wrong. I see that too.
Okay.
But I feel like a lot of the AEW like hardcore people, they love Adam Page.
Oh yeah. I'm one of them. Shit.
Yeah, and I can see this going so many different ways because I feel like whoever does defeat Page needs to be like a slimy heel. That's what everybody wants it to be, MJF. But MJF is still dealing with Wardlow right now, which they more than likely will have a match.
Oh yeah. No, nothing.
I can definitely see somehow MJF getting involved in the match and costing CM Punk the match. Or I can see Adam Cole and Switchblade being involved. That way, at Forbidden Door, we can still get CM Punk and Adam Page versus the Switchblade and Adam Cole.
I feel like they setting up like a Bullet Club versus the Undisputed Elite, though.
Not really, because Adam Cole was the one that brought Switchblade in.
Exactly.
Switchblade then always like turn on him, of course. Yeah. But then they could do a big All Elite or Undisputed Elite versus the Bullet Club. But who knows? There's so many different possibilities. But I can't wait for that match. But I honestly don't know who's going to win. Like,
yeah, it could go either way. I can see him giving it to CM Punk, but if they give it to Page, then that's just gonna make his title reign even better.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like, do they I think that they should give Page the win over CM Punk and give CM Punk his first true loss.
Right.
Just because that would mean something for him. And CM Punk is one of those people who he's trying to have the matches with the young people, and he will put somebody over if it makes sense.
Right.
Granted, he's been putting on bangers of matches, like first match of the night, which then look, all right, we can't do CM Punk first and then the Blackpool Combat Club second and or third. Please have one be 1 hour, the second be the second hour, because by the time that first hour is done, I'm
sleep from all the excitement.
Oh,
can't do it no more.
I can't do this no more. So please separate.
Yeah. 2 wins of the show. Make it happen.
Yeah, make one in the beginning, one in the end.
Yeah. I'm not seeing either one in the main event. Screw it.
I forgot there was one more thing I wanted to talk about, but my mind is kind of spacey. Whew, sorry, I had to yawn as well. Do you have anything?
Yeah, Hook and Danhausen.
Oh, Danhausen. On Rampage, we had a little bit of a kerfuffle.
Yep.
Everybody thought Danhausen and Hook were going to fight. Somehow, every time I see them, I just have anime vibes where they just got to get really too close. And I'm like,
now that you said it, now it's sticking in my head. I'm gonna see it every time now.
I think someone actually made a drawing of it, so that's why I'm like,
oh well, yeah.
Well, I'm definitely down for Hookhausen.
Oh yeah.
To face Tony Nese and maybe the lawyer guy. I will say Malcolm Bivens needs to go to AEW and manage the baddies.
No, I've seen that picture too. I was like, dang.
So good.
It's so good.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. We got Raw tomorrow, Double or Nothing 4 weeks from the time of this recording.
Yep. Raw tomorrow, NXT on Tuesday. I don't know what's going on with NXT. Dynamite on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Basically, just start the whole process over again. Another day, another dollar.
Oh, and Friday, we got the Broken Skull sessions.
Oh, yes. Thank you. May 6th, Broken Skull. Cody Rhodes is going to be on. Supposedly, he's talking about everything. Why he left the WWE in the first place. We brought him back. Talking AEW. Everybody's wondering how much AEW he's going to be talking about. Audie's going to have his field day with the Forbidden Door and his conspiracy theories.
We'll be back for that.
Be ready for his conspiracy theories.
Broken Skull since Jericho, I think.
Yeah. No. He's had Bully Ray on there.
Oh, yeah. I got to watch that one.
I didn't watch that one either. I'm not the hugest fan of Bully Ray.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm cool. But with that being said, we want to, as a podcast, really dive within the pulse of the wrestling community. We want to make this podcast something that you guys really want to listen to. So any feedback is nice. We want to start doing interviews with some major promotional talent, some of our local talent, and some of our indie talent. The reason why I separated them both is separated them three is because your local talent is a little bit different than indie talent. You can go see them every day. For me, indie talent are people who come in from other places. But we want to start interviewing more indie talent, more local talent. We want to start going to more shows. So definitely let us know what shows are popping in Detroit, in Florida, and Houston. I think he lives in Dallas, but yeah, we want to start like promoting shows that people are on. We want to go back to starting and promoting our Indie Workers of the Week. We kind of have run out. We've been trying to talk to people. People really haven't been hitting us back, but we will slowly but surely start getting back into the grind of what we want and what we want to show you guys. Just have faith in us. And yeah, if no one told you today, Audie loves you. I think you're okay.
Yeah.
Chris thinks you're
all right. You're all right.
You're all right.
Yeah.
Don't
love you for watching though.
Yes. Don't forget to just wake up every day, enjoy life, avoid crazy, make it home, watch wrestling, and stay limitless. And at the end of that, yeah, we're going. We're out. Deuces. Bye.
Bye.